Hello, this is Kylie from Hello Crafter, and today I'm sharing with you this very simple card, which is a tag design on the card, and I've used Stampin' Up's tag topper punch for this. This is retiring soon. There are other designs of tag toppers, the punches, in the catalogue and will be continuing over, but this is one of the designs that they've had for a few years, which will be retiring. It's my best used tag topper punch. I use it for a lot of things, creating tags for on cards, little pouches, little gift bags and pouches, all sorts I've used this for. So it is a really versatile punch. And I've also used the retiring small blooms punch on this card as well. Again, this is retiring and it's in the sale. It's only £7.20 at the minute. So this will be gone on by the 4th of May. So we've only got a couple of weeks left to get this punch as well. And so I've used a couple of different colour schemes on these cards, and I'm just going to go through the materials and how to assemble the card. So if you've got the monthly card class kit for April, these cards are inside. So you've got all the bits you need for this card in that kit. So you just need to follow along to get your card assembled. So I've got all our bits and pieces here, and there's just a standard crumb cake card base, a Rococo Rose matte layer which measures 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres, and then there's a white layer here which is half a centimetre smaller, so this is 9.5 by 13.8. Then we have some pieces here which I've chopped down to 10.5 centimetres by 5 centimetres, and these are the ones that I've used in the tag topper punch and created that lovely tag design on the top. There's 2 of those, and I've used another punch for this. This can be a sentiment or just another layer to add your flowers onto. This is the Label Me Lovely punch, but this one isn't retiring, thankfully, and this is a really great one. Lovely shape for adding sentiments to your cards and tags and other projects. And then I've punched out 3 flowers in coordinating colour. This is Blushing Bride. And I've also got a piece of ribbon in a coordinating colour and some twine as well. So these are all the bits and pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is emboss this white piece here. This is completely optional. If you don't have an embossing folder or you don't want to do this step, then just leave this plain. But I'm just going to add some extra texture to my card by running that through my cut and emboss machine. I have a brand new embossing folder. This is the Bark 3D embossing folder. It's a sneaky peek from what's coming up in the new annual catalogue next month. So I'm going to give that one a try, see how that turns out. I only got it a couple of days ago, so this is my first play. So I'll just pop my card into there and I'll run that through my cut and emboss machine. It's just over the other side of the room, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back, and this has added a lovely texture to my piece of card now. And I just want to stick that on my coloured matte layer. And stick that a whole lot down onto the card front. So that bit's out of the way, and I'll come on to my tag section. So I've actually got 2 tag pieces that I'm going to overlap, but I'm just going to let this background colour just show through just a little bit. So just to make it easier to put my ribbon through, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue to secure that in place. I'm just going to line up my holes of my tag, make sure there is a little bit of overlap and a little bit poking out, and then I can thread my ribbon through. Just line it up and then use a little bit of twine and tie that on. So you can just do a double knot, or you can do a bow if you want to. And just adjust that put my finger on and just pull those tails to make my loops a bit smaller. And then I'll just trim it off a little bit. And then I also just want to trim the ribbon ends into a point. Just actually chop them down a little bit more just so that they can fit on the card nicely. Like so. And that's the tag. And then I want to add a sentiment to this punch shape here. And I've got a nice hello there that comes from the Sweet Strawberry stamp set. Just there. Quite like this one. Nice generic sentiment. I'm going to use Crumb Cake, which matches my card base. But you can use any ink. Black would work perfectly well if you have black. And I'll just stamp that there. Right in the centre. And I can glue that down. I can use foam pads if I want to. Let's just move that out of the way. I'll just get that built up first. But I will use foam pads on the back of my tag. So if you've got foam pads, put a couple on, 2 or 3 on the back there. And you can have it straight or at an angle. I might have mine just like this. And then you can add your little flowers. So I have 2 in the Blushing Bride and 1 in the white. Using a little bit of glue, and I'm just using my fingers just to mould those flowers a little bit so they're not so flat. I'm using the Elegant Faceted Gems because they have a matching colour one, so I can use that in the centre of my white flower just for a bit of contrast. On the other card, I've used these white ones, but I've coloured them in with my Stampin' blends. There isn't a Bumblebee blend, but the Mango Melody blend works really well with the colour. It's quite a good match. So that's what I've used. I've used my blend, which is an alcohol-based marker pen, to colour in this gem so that I've got a nice coordinating colour gem in the middle of that flower there. So that's the finished card. The design is actually based on a demonstrator called Karen Young on her blog called Hippo Frog Designs. So I've used her design, I've just changed up the colour scheme a little bit. So it's a really lovely card. I really wanted to have a go at doing her card. So if you have any questions at all about the products that I've used in this video, please do drop me a message. And also, if you've got the card kit and need any help with putting your cards together, again, just message me anytime. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you soon.